Welcome in is Main Street Today time, and in true Gospel Fest fashion, the host of Gospel Fest in Cave City, Kentucky. It technically started last night, but the big night is tonight. We've got all sorts of news. But I was blessed enough to be at the ICMA's, the Inspirational Country Music Awards, where I got to hand off the Comedian of the Year award to Mickey Bell, who is the host at Gospel Fest in Cave City, Kentucky. And I've got a little clip. He's going to be at the Huckabee Show tonight, and it might look a little something like this.
Oh, fantastic. Good to see y'all here. My name is Mickey Bell, and I am a comedian from Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know if I'm funny. We'll find that out in about 7 minutes. By a show of hand, how many Huckabee fans do I have here tonight with a drinking problem? God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate you coming. We're trying to reach people for God, and here we are at the Huckabee Show. We got a bunch of drunks showing up. It is so good to see you here. Isn't this a beautiful place? Goodness. I saw this and I thought, this is what Joel Osteen's bathroom looks like. This is it. This is it. Well, they kind of warned me that they had cameras here. And you know the old saying, the camera adds 10 pounds. There's a camera. There's a camera. There's a camera. There's a camera. Y'all, I weigh 75 pounds. I know it doesn't look like it, but I weigh 75 pounds. And I hope all my women here, I hope everyone's wore your Spanx. Well, you know, Spanx, it's actually in the Bible. I don't know if you know this or not, but it's actually in the Bible. In Jeremiah, it says to gird up your loins. So I hope you're girded. Hope you're girded. Hey, it's also a good reminder to turn off your cell phones. I have a good friend that he's notorious for leaving his cell phone on. And he also has these weird ringtones that play at the very worst moments in life. Do you know what I'm talking about? So the last time it happened to him, he was at his great-great-grandmother's funeral. Yeah. The minister says, we've gathered here today to celebrate the life of great-great-grandmama. And about that time, his ringtone went off, and it was ding dong, the witch is dead. Y'all, my name is Mickey Bell. Thank you so much for letting me come and be a part of the show tonight.
Mickey Bell, Mickey Bell.
What's up, what's up?
You rolling in gospel fashion. You in a bus.
I'm in a bus going down the road, so if the internet is in and out, I apologize, but I could not pass up the opportunity to be with you today.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. We had so much fun at the ICMAs, didn't we?
Oh, it was so good. I didn't know if we were going to be able to have it because I think we had a storm come through that knocked everything out, but just to be able to win the award, but then the cherry on top was that you are the one that presented it. And I thought, oh, it couldn't have been any better.
Y'all, and I'm just going to tell you that Mickey and I are talking about plans for a show, and we can't talk about it yet because I'm still working on all the details, but we're gonna do something together. You know, he's like my little brother.
Listen, we've got to. There is a great need in that area that we can't talk about. There's a great need for that. But we're going to make it happen, and I think people are really going to like what's coming around the corner.
I do too. And, well, speaking of coming around the corner, tonight you're on the Huckabee Show again. Now, tell me a little bit how that happened.
Well, the Huckabee Show, of course, when they do their tapings, they always bring in a comedian to kind of warm up the crowd, kind of get the people loosened up. And so I have been fortunate enough. I probably do it about 5 or 6 times a year, maybe. But I've been fortunate enough to be able to go and do that. And I've had a busy schedule, so I haven't had the opportunity to go. And it worked out that I was going to be in the area this weekend for Gospel Fest. So they got me to come in to do the Huckabee Show tonight. So I'm looking forward to seeing all my friends there. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. And what people don't know, you just did a stint down in Birmingham, a series of clean comedy nights at the what is it? Comedy Dome or
Stardom Comedy
Stardom?
Club.
Yeah.
This was the very first comedy club I have ever done. And I was told by a bunch of secular comics that you're not a real comic until you do a comedy club. And I thought, well, my bills that I'm paying says that I'm a pretty good comic, but okay, I'll take your word for it. So we ended up going to do the Stardom Comedy Club, and I am one of 2 comics that sold out the Stardom Comedy Club their first appearance. So
Whoa.
I was just like, woo, woo, woo.
And y'all, if you get a chance to see Mickey, he is so funny, but I always say you're not a real comedian until you can do it clean.
Exactly.
Now,
Exactly.
anybody can do poo-poo pee-pee jokes and funny things that are dirty, and you can get your little, little boy, little girl laughs. But to do it clean takes a real expertise, and that's what you bring. And most of your stories are real. Like when you start talking about the Pentecostal church, oh my goodness, because it's so real.
It is. And that's the thing is there's plenty of stuff in our world to laugh about. We don't have to get dirty. I mean, I've not even cussed yet, and I've been on, 6 minutes? And there's no reason for us to have to cuss or use vulgar. And it's more than just that, though, too, Devin. It's the fact that whenever you come to a show, knowing that you can bring your entire family, and you don't have to feel icky or embarrassed because of something that was said. Now, I'm going to push the envelope because, that's comedy. But no, I just think that it's really good. And I found out right before I did the Stardom, the owner of the Stardom Comedy Club told me, he said, clean comics are hard to find. There is a shortage. We need more clean comics. And so we'll see what happens.
I love it. I love it. Well, we just lost one this month. A couple of weeks ago, Jean Robertson passed away, and talk about a clean comic. She was just fantastic.
Wasn't she, though? She could tell a story like nobody's business. I mean, I could just say, I'm going to make up a story and give it to her, and she could take it for 30 minutes and just have you rolling in the floor. She was fantastic.
So funny, and we will miss her so much. But we're going to get to see you at Gospel Fest, Cave City, Kentucky. You're heading out after you play the Huckabee Show. You're heading right on out to Cave City. And if people are not in Cave City and can't see the show live, I just bought my ticket. I bought my ticket to see it via Facebook. You can go to Sneed Family Productions page on Facebook. $49 for the entire weekend, and that money is going to go to help Waverly flood relief. So,
yes, I'm telling you, to be able to have a flood that really destroyed Loretta Lynn's ranch, and to have 10 days to pick up and move this event to another location that's involved is just a pure miracle. And kudos to Jeff Sneed and the Sneed family and everyone that has put this together at Gospel Fest, because they've done it. And then to go the extra mile to say, okay, now we want to help those that have been affected by it. Every time you buy a ticket to go online to watch the show, you're actually helping people at the same time. And we're not talking about just night shows. We're talking about these concerts begin at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and go to like 10 o'clock at night. So it is well worth your money to join us online and enjoy the program.
You can just go to Sneed Family Productions Facebook, get your ticket, and it'll come as it'll pop up like an event, and it'll tell you, hey, they're live, so you can see it. But some of the people, I mean, the Primitive Quartet and Karen Peck and New River, they're going to have camp meeting with some preaching. Perry's are going to be there. Dr. Tim Hill,
yes,
Chuck Wagon Gang, who I'm a huge fan of them. Ernie Haas and Signature Sound, they modulate 25 times in a song. They just keep going up.
With dance moves. And they put every song to dance.
Yes.
So they get jiggy with it while they jigging. So there you go.
We're covering the gamut. The Freemans are going to be there, who I love them more than lunch and jewelry. So if you want to be a part of it, gospel music, gospelfest.co, I think is how you get it. Anyway, But anyway, we just encourage everybody to go be a part of it. Now, you're going to get a chance. And I know you're going to bring everybody on. You're going to be the hosty with the mosty, but you also are you going to have a time where you're going to do your stand up?
He has actually given me 2 slots. So I will be doing a slot Friday night right before dinner. And then I will do a slot on Saturday night right before Ernie Haas's Signature Sound. So I get 2 opportunities to do some comedy. But, of course, you know how it works. You know, we're making fun of people and carrying on with the crowd in between the artists. So it's just going to be a blast the whole time.
Well, I've gotten to work with you a couple of times with Gospel Fest, and I will miss you this year, but I'm going to be watching online. Got my ticket. You can go to Facebook and get your ticket. But thank you so much for your time. Y'all be safe. And
Yes.
y'all, Mickey's not driving his bus.
I am not. I mean, it's on cruise control. We're going down. I just stepped back away from the wheel. We're on the straight path. There's a curve coming up. I'll get to it in time. But no, it's fun. This is a self-driving bus. It's very nice.
We all need one of those. I love you, little brother. We're going to talk soon.
I love you.
Talk to you soon. Bye,
See ya.
baby. Bye. Hey, coming up tonight, I'm going to be at John A's. And if you want to see something fun, at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be there to do the kickoff of the Labor Day weekend. It's the official start at John A's across from Gaylord Opryland. You just go on Music Valley Drive and you will find all sorts of fun stuff. But this will kind of get you excited for what we're going to be doing today. Big Orange football is back tonight. First game of the new season, and we will be at John A. starting at 3 o'clock. Jericho Rose will be live with music. They're fantastic. Cannot wait. We're going to give away a lot of prizes, and we're going to eat good. We're going to drink happy. We're going to have wonderful, wonderful time. Good. And it's out on the porch. It's outside, and the weather couldn't be better. So join us starting at 3 o'clock, and then we're going to watch the game on a big screen together. Camaraderie at its finest, and we get to do that. So I'm excited. Hey, by the way, Third Thursday concerts brought to you by State Farm on the Square in Gallatin. featuring some wonderful folks, including one of the co-hosts of the Inspirational Country Music Awards this year, Mr. Daryl Worley. Daryl Worley, along with Ms. Megan Alexander, were there as host for the ICMAs. And a big thank you, a shout out to someone who gave me my award. Let me see if I can find his name over here. There we go. I just want to put it up back on the screen. Sam Smith, who is joining us and gave us a big hello. And he presented me the award for Air Personality of the Year. And I'm so grateful to the ICMAs. If you are an inspirational country music artist and you don't know about the ICMAs, go to inspirationalcountry.com. And a shout out to Elizabeth, who's watching, Mickey Bell still watching, Shelly Mullins, go Vols, yes, and Otis Kahn. If y'all don't know about Otis Kahn, great singer. Hopefully have him as a guest on our show. Wonderful guy. And Ruth Brown, I'm so glad that you're here with us today. And Linda Stiles, Cruiser, so glad to have you. And Mr. Steve Burney, all our regulars are here, and I'm glad to have you. We're going live right now. There's a gentleman who's part of the Third Thursday concert. It was supposed to be August 19th. Didn't work out because of some weather issues, but it got moved. And so it will be tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to get all the details because Adam Pope is with us. Hi, Adam.
Hey, how are you, Miss Devin?
How are you? I'm so glad that you're here. You know, we've been talking a lot about the brand new album that Darren and Brooke Aldridge have out. And
oh, yeah.
Do you have a cut on this project, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's a song I wrote with Robin Collins, and it's an incredible honor. I sent it to them. I've known Darren and Brooke about 7 or 8 years, and so I sent them the song. They liked it, and sure enough, they turned around and recorded it, put it on this record, and it was really cool. They did an amazing job on it. So yeah.
You know what? Just to have those voices wrap around something that you're a part of is fantastic. And I know that you and they are both good friends with Jimmy Fortune.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I met Jimmy in Montana, actually, of all places. We live not too far from each other, but I went to Montana and he was playing out there and I was playing out there too. We opened for him on a show out there. Wow. And just the sweet, everybody says he's the sweetest man, and he sure was. Had no reason to be particularly, talkative with us, and he is very, very kind and sweet. And over time, we just kind of stayed in touch, and so yeah, I'm happy to call him a friend.
He's just wonderful, and he is always so encouraging to people. And I tell everybody, Jimmy Fortune has one of those voices that it is as pure. I mean, you hear him live and you go, I can't believe that actually is possible, that a guy can sing that right, dead on, center of the note like he does. But Adam, you bring that too. And tonight you're on the square in Gallatin. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, so we're my wife and I, we started singing together several years ago, and so we're opening for Mr. Daryl Worley on the Thursday night show tonight here in Gallatin. Third Thursday, postponed to the first Thursday.
There we go. And that's what we're doing, brought to us by our State Farm partners over there in Gallatin. It's a free show. It's a free show.
Yeah, bring your lawn chairs. But I don't want to, you've got a cool thing going tonight, I see. So that's pretty awesome too.
Well, by the way, room for all.
Congratulations, Radio Personality of the Year. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. When it comes to awards and things like that, I'm just grateful to be at the party. And I'm glad you're at the party on the show tonight. That's going to be a really, really fun time. And Daryl Worley's just fantastic. And I think you guys are a perfect lead in. If you were to describe your music, Adam, to someone who'd never heard it before, you're on an elevator. So, well, what kind of music do you do? How would you describe it?
Well, I like more traditional country music. I'm a songwriter. So I'm a songwriter, storyteller before I'm a singer, but I basically approach songs as a songwriter and a storyteller. I think my wife is a great singer. And so we work together on a lot of stuff. On this particular release, I've got a song that's dropping at midnight tonight on Spotify and Apple Music. And it's a song called "Ain't Over It Yet," and it's my reflections on 9/11 when I was a teenager when that happened. And so I got a singer, Mr. Jimmy Fortune, to sing on that. And so it's got more of a 90s country feel. So that's I tend to play more to that style just because that's in my heart, and and I get into some rockabilly and bluegrass as well with our band. So yeah, I cover a lot of the old school stuff.
Well, that's what we actually have your song ready to play right now. We're gonna give everybody a taste of it so that tonight at midnight you guys can download it. You know that I'm a tastemaker here. We like to find things that we like to get things first. We like to get things out there, and we have a loyal fan base. And you guys get ready to pre-save and you download, and it is fantastic. Before we play the song, you were a teenager when 9/11 happened, and we forget as adults when it happened, it terrified us. But as a young teen man, how did it affect you, and what is the residual that you have?
Well, the way it affected me was I realized that, not to take freedom for granted. I was already raised with that understanding, but it really brought it home when I saw that, and I saw the potential of what can happen out there. And then what happened on the radio shortly after, when I was hearing those songs by Alan Jackson, Darryl Worley, they really left a big impression on me. Country music was it was about coming together. That's what I remember, coming together, standing up for things, and also having fun too. There's plenty of that was on the radio, but when I heard those songs, they really left an impression on me. And so I think it kind of guided me to be the writer that I am today. And I credit those guys for capturing their feelings, because they did it so well, and it reflected our feelings, as the listeners. So I try to do that, not just on this topic, on a lot of topics, but yeah, that's how it affected me.
Well, we know we can see you tonight, and we're about to hear the new song, which launches at midnight tonight. People can pre-save it right now. But before we hear that, I want to find out where they can see you coming up in the next few weeks.
So, of course, like we said, tonight, 6:30 p.m. on the Gallatin Square, and we'll have a band there. In about, on 9/11, I'm actually doing at 11 a.m. It's a memorial at White House, Tennessee. It's outdoor at the park, the city park there in White House. And then that evening, we're playing at Blackstone Brewery, a show. We're actually partnering with an animal shelter. They're raising money. It's a benefit for raising money to rescue animals. So I'll be there with the full band. My wife, September 11th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Blackstone Brewery, Saturday night in Nashville. So, yeah.
Well, that animal saving thing, I was talking to Bernie Berlin last night from A Place to Bark, and she said animal shelters right now, that the shelters were almost empty during COVID because everybody was adopting. Right now, 80 to 90% of the animals adopted are coming back to the shelters. So we're in a danger zone, and healthy animals are having to be put down. So we want to encourage you, if you can give to a rescue, if you can foster, if you can adopt, be a part of that movement to get these animals that kept us company during COVID. Make sure that they get good homes. Adam, thank you for doing that. Will Amy be with you at both of those shows? Okay,
she will.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thanks for doing this with me. Appreciate it.
Well, absolutely. Please come back. Back.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, and again, congratulations. It couldn't be to a more deserving person. Radio Personality of the Year. You've always been somebody that I've loved hearing your voice, and still do, and it's an honor to sit here and talk with you.
Thank you, Adam. Tell people how they can find you on social media.
They can look us up, Google Adam Pope Music, and you'll find the Facebook, the Instagram, Adam and Amy Pope, all of that stuff.
All right. Thank you. You have a wonderful day. We're going to play that song right now. It's brand new. Before anybody else gets to hear it, we're going to play it right now.
I just ran across a picture and it stopped me in my tracks. A frozen moment taken long before the day we were attacked. An image of twin towers standing so tall and strong. One blue sky Tuesday morning, they were gone. I reflect upon that cloud of dust, the tears, the questions why, how this nation was awakened and our eyes were opened wide. That pit's still in my stomach, and there's two there in the ground. Names are etched in stone of those who were never found. Many years have gone by since that awful day, and I keep trying to find the right words to say. I'm still mad, and I still grieve. I still pray for our heroes who fight our enemies. It still hurts, and I still cry. Every year when September 11 passes by, I can't forget. No, I ain't over it yet. I was just a teen and thinking about girls and basketball. Then the world changed when I saw that first building fall. That's when I was confronted with a cold reality that we might not always be free. I recall watching the sunset that night. I thought how many lives were lost who just watched that sunrise. Yeah, I'm still mad, and I still grieve. I still pray for our heroes who fight our enemies. It still hurts, and I still cry. Every year when September 11 passes by, I can't forget. No, I ain't over it yet. Now time has flown and I have moved on with my life, but I try to stand up for what's right and teach my children why. I still pray and I still believe that Jesus is the answer to what this world needs. He's my hope. He's my hope. And He's the light. He's the light. And freedom's still worth fighting for. Remember those who died. I won't forget. No, I ain't over it yet. No, I ain't over it yet. No, I still ain't over it yet.
Man, what a strong song. Man, it hits that last chorus and whoo, man, chills. I ain't over it yet. Adam Pope, he and Amy on stage tonight, right ahead of Daryl Worley. 6:30, free show at the Gallatin Historic Square. Take your lawn chairs and enjoy a great day. And if you go to the square, make sure you stop by my friends over at Swaney Swift's Best Burgers. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a wonderful night of music. Also coming up on Labor Day, Tommy and Tia McGrath and Tommy Parham will have an online concert Monday night, Labor Day, at 3:00 Eastern Time. That is 2 p.m. Central Time. And you can get tickets by going to Eventbrite. And that'll be fun. They have a wonderful podcast called Jake's Place. Download it wherever you get your podcast. We've got all sorts of wonderful podcasts we're going to talk about. Your Next Mission is wonderful for military personnel and people who've been involved in the military families. Your Next Mission. Check that out because a new episode of that just dropped wherever you get your podcast. Closing our show, Jericho Rose will be live at John A's tonight, and they're just fantastic. I've gotten to kind of know their music a little bit because they're going to be live with me starting at 3:00. They're going to start early with the music, so come and be a part of it with me. I'll be there. If you don't know what John A's is all about, the food is fantastic. I will guarantee you I'm going to have me some catfish tonight. You can too. It starts at 3:00 this afternoon. Come for a late lunch, an early dinner, or as my sister says, Linner. Join us for all the fun. Win some stuff, including a chance at getting tickets to the November 22nd Banda UT game. I'm Devin O'Day. Be safe, be kind, and remember, you are loved.
Maybe we could throw a few back. Would you look at that? I've got an empty seat next to me. You could come in for one, take a shot and be done. That'd be about it. That'd be about it. Catch every green light back to your place in Eastside. That'd be about it. Yeah, that'd be about it. You could take off your shoes and sit on the couch, watching some Netflix and eating takeout. And you never know you're missing out. That'd be about it. Or maybe we could throw a few back. Would you look at that? I've got an empty seat next to me. Maybe we could spend a little time, just you and I, talking about our big city dreams. Baby, if you leave, we'll never see if you like the taste of my lips. But if you wanna do this and dive in, honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Oh, honey, I'd be about it. That'd be about it.
I could stay in your mind till I'm out of your sight. That'd be about it. Yeah, that'd be about it. I could give you my number. We could almost go somewhere. That'd be about it. Yeah, that'd be about it. We could talk for months, say it's just for fun. When all of our friends say it looks like love, messing around till we mess it up. Yeah, that'd be bad. Or maybe we can hightail it back. Would you look at that? You're riding shotgun next to me. Maybe we could spend a little time, just you and I, talking about our big city dreams. Baby, if you leave, we'll never see if you like the taste of my lips. But if you wanna do this and dive in, honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Oh, honey, I'd be about it. That'd be about it. Well, they say you never know until you know. Well, I say that we should go, give it a go. We could be headed out the back. Would you look at that? You're leaning in close to me. We could be spending all our time, just you and I, living out our big city dreams. Baby, if you leave, we'll never see if you like the taste of my lips. But if you wanna do this and dive in, honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Oh, honey, I'd be about it. That'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Honey, I'd be about it. Oh, honey, I'd be about it. That'd be about it.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Ryan. I'm the co-owner of Zaxby's along with Lee Oliver. And we have owned this Lebanon Zaxby's, had it open almost 17 years now. We've been really excited to be in the community and be a part of the Zaxby's family. And we're most excited about how the community has supported us over these 17 years. One of the things that we have always prided ourselves on here at Zaxby's is this is a place that mamas and daddies can be really comfortable to send their kids to for a first job, or if you're coming in for another job. It's a place that is a family environment. It's owned by folks that are family, and it's a place that you can have fun, feel really good about the place that you work, get paid well, have a good time. So we love it when we get some great folks here at Zaxby's. If you want to apply, you can go to applynow.com and Zaxby's will be on there, or you can come here to the store. We've got all kinds of ways that you can use your phone to apply as well.